A very beautiful Monday afternoon from wherever you are. This is Jalango TV, and the program on air is definitely Bonga na Jalas. This is an interview that I didn't think will happen, but then again, when Pope showed up here last week and I was hosting Dennis Oledge, the menace himself, he told me about his best friend who has an credible story. A story that traces all the way from the streets of Nairobi into masters in the US. This is the story of Kululu Atsiaya, or as many people call him, in the streets of Nairobi and in the Maragoli community, Pope himself. Karibu sana.
I'm happy to be here, Jalango. Thank you for having me.
Karibu sana.
Thank you. Nashukuru.
Yes. Have you been?
I've been mzuri.
Sanitize.
Oh, thank you. Let me
Karibu
sanitize.
sana.
Thank you. Jalango inanukia vizuri. What's this one?
This is Velvex, eh?
Ai, hata nyinyi mnatumianga vitu za majuu.
Ini ya local.
Unaweza fikiri ni hapa hii mzee.
How you doing?
I'm doing fabulous.
Everything fine?
Everything mzuri sana.
You know, last time you came here with Oledge.
Yes.
All right. And I saw you seated on that end. And as we were just finishing our interview, Oledge akasema, Maze, I need you to hear a story of my childhood friend. Yes, and just kidogo tu nikarealize, hey, man, I need to host you today so that you can tell the young men and women out there watching us this beautiful afternoon about your journey and who is Pope. Who is Pope?
I'll say Pope Kululu is a man from Dagoretti Corner. I was born, raised in Wanye. I was born in Kenyatta National Hospital, but my ID lies. It says I was born in Vihiga, because when I went to take my ID at the chief's place in Kibra, they refused. They say, "Wewe ni mnubi." So I had to go back in the rural area, talk to the chief, then get an ID. But I'm just a local Kenyan, a boy from Dagoretti, and in fact Kululu, yeye asiyekuwa na maana, or that which has no value.
Wow. So that is where the name Kululu comes from?
Yes, Mama gave it to me.
So Kululu, what does Kululu means?
That which has no value in Swahili, but in the beautiful Khayo language, my people in Busia, I love you so much. In Busia it means a wrestler, the tough one, the one who will wrestle the challenges that are to face us. So ni Kululu, the wrestler, the Hulk Hogan himself.
Wow.
That's in Busia, but in Swahili, I am nothing.
Cheers, my man. Cheers, my man.
Thank you, my man.
As you can see, we are cheering us. In our beautiful Mwananchi credit mugs. Definitely, you can now get your loans definitely from Mwananchi if things have really thrown you to a corner and you're looking for somewhere to get a quick loan, logbook loans and all. Mwananchi Credit are the people who will sort you. And by the way, when you're applying online, www.mwananchicredit.com, make sure that you use the promo code JALAS so that they can waiver for you some of these fees, like your car valuation and all. Thank you so much, Mwananchi Credit, for coming through and being our supporters and sponsors for this show. Bro, from Dagoretti Corner,
Yes.
to a PhD scholar in the US.
Correct.
Is that true?
Yes, it's a journey, and my journey cannot happen anywhere else apart from Kenya. I know you people say, oh, my journey can happen in states. My story can only be told in this wonderful, beautiful country of ours. 254. Yes, from Dagoretti, a son of a tailor, to a PhD, now about to get it. Kwani what? I'm Kenyan.
How did this happen? When did you leave Kenya? Where does this story begin? Born in Kenyatta Primary School. Where did you go to primary?
I went to Jamhuri Primary School, and in Jamhuri Primary School, I was number last all the years I was there. I was Danda Ed. I could not read when I was expected to read. When the teachers wanted me to read, I could not read. The numbers were playing. They danced in front of me. So all my classes you can write is on Gong Road. Headmaster, anyone who comes, give them my result slips. I was the fullest child from Jamhuri Primary School. Number last all the way.
And then number last, in KCPE? What did you get? How did you get to the university? This story is confusing.
It's confusing. Yes, it's a confusing. I told it's only a Kenyan story, no any other place. When I was supposed to do standard 8, I was chased away because I was a thief. I used to be in school, I would beat you up, take your food, take everything. So in standard 8, they expelled me. When they expelled me, Dennis Oguta Oledge, I love you, brother. Dennis was sent to the teachers because there's only one person who could talk to me. It was Dennis. Dennis was sent and he was told, enda utafute popu mwambie kuja afanye mtihani. Dennis came and pleaded with me, Dennis Oguta Oledge. And Dennis told me, unajua mimi naenda kucheza Real Madrid pop. Kuja ufanye tu mtihani uandike jina yako kwa sababu siku moja nitakuhitaji. So I left and I went to school and I thought the teachers would be beating me up that day. But I went, no teacher talked to me, and I took my standard 8 exam and I ran away. I said, I'm done. And I went and I started just stealing. I could not speak English. I could not write my name. I was just horrible because I knew my destiny was to be a thief. And I was being trained to be the great thief. The Great Corner, we produce the best Gaivava thieves. Sorry to say, but it's the truth. So at 17, Dennis came from abroad. Sendi alikuwa amenunua gari ya kwanza.
Chrysler.
Bado Chrysler wapi? Sitako ilikuwa bado before Chrysler kulikuwa nyingine ndogo. Ndiye gongeshe ndiye alete Chrysler. Unaona? So he came to my paps, baba yangu shone ya viraka. I was 17. Dennis is coming, my friend growing up, tumecheza naye tukiwa watoi. Mimi nimelelewa kwa the same family na yeye. All the Olieches are like me, I know them. Sister yetu, yani they are family. So Dennis amekuja mtaani, si anakuja home. Anakuja kuona brother yake, akakuja kwa father. So dad was tailoring. Popako, dad says, huyo brother yako alitoroka. He's a thief now. And then he says, I have a car now. I thought he's back a good boy. I need to take him to a driving school. So nikikuja Kenya, ananiendeshea gari yangu. So I come back from stealing. I don't know where I was. I come back and I find dad. I thought, I love you, daddy, so much. Thank you, dad. So I find my dad busy kwa cherani yake. Maskini ya Mungu. And dad tells me, Dennis was here. And I think my dad is pulling a smart one on me. And it says, no, Dennis left me all this money. Sometimes I wish Dennis was my son. And I left home and I said, how could my own dad love Dennis so much than me? And I said, look at the man in the mirror. And I kept saying, look at the man in the mirror. At 17, I decided, you know what? Before dad dies, God forbid, I want dad to be one day say, that's my pop, that's my son. So I decided to go to work. I did not know English, could not write my name. So I have a friend of mine, special like me, but very special is Dennis than him in my life. His name is Anthony Kefa Odiero. So I went to Anthony and I told Anthony, mimi nataka kwenda majuu. Unajua uko mtaani hauna mtu wowote. Unaambia tule boy wako wa mtaa ule wa Wood. Yaani unajua Buddha ameongea na wewe, you feel so guilty Jalango, you decide nataka kuongea na Anthony, niambie tu mtu what's going on. So I told Anthony Odiero Kefa, mimi nataka kwenda majuu. And God is good so much. Anthony did not deny me. He says, unataka kwenda majuu pop? Nikamwambia yes. Anthony akaniambia, sasa tutafanya aje? Nikamwambia wewe ndio naambia. Anthony akaniambia, sasa ujui kizungu, nafaa ujifunze kizungu. So I said, Anthony, nitajua wapi kizungu. So I was still stealing here and there. Unajua na Bible ukijificha Jalango. You know when you are a thief, you don't just wake up and start, you don't stop. It's like an addiction. Stealing iko na kabazi kake. Mboka, kuna utamu ya mboka. Ukienda kuiba kuna kahai fulani unasikiaga. So wako kahai kana unasikia hiyo taki, you want, unajua hiyo taki ya kuiba na ita taki. Kama mse wake unakoga na taki, ama mse mafegi, hiyo taki ya kuiba. So the taki inaniingia, I'm like, so nikaenda kuiba toy market. Unajua toy? Nikatembea kutoka Dagon nikaenda Upancha toy. So when I'm going toy, hiyo siku ilikuwa mbaya kia Mungu. Hakukuwa na mtu ameweka pori vizuri. Hiyo siku sijui kulikuwa aje. So I walk, ukikuwa toy unaweza kuja hivi kuja Ngong Road, upande unajua pale Harlequins. You know Harlequins?
Yes, I know
the rugby field. So I'm passing at the rugby field. Then ama babi wametoka huko ndani na babag zao. Wametweng, you know what? Right there, I remembered the voice of my friend Anthony Kefa Odiero telling me you need to learn English. Immediately niliona mababi wametoka hivi ati Harlequins. Mimi na yeye ndani. Nikaingia, then I met a man called Leonard. I don't know if Leonard you still work at Kenya Harlequins. Endi alikuwa barman. Leonard, thank you. Nikaingia Harlequins, nikapata Leonard anafagia. Nikamwambia ni aje, just the way my mom has taught me. Kipatana na mtu msalamie. So nikasalamia Leonard. I said, "Hi Leonard." Leonard was like, "Who are you? I'm dirty, I'm filthy, I'm stinking. I haven't showered like for a month, my friend."
A month?
Yes, dog. Sanitize, bro. Yes, Buddha. Tumetoka mbali, Buddha. So I go in there, and poor Leonard, I love you, sir. Leonard looks at me and is like, "Who now? What's this?" Then anaambia Leonard, mimi naitwa Pop Kululu. Atsiaya. Natoka Dago. Mimi ni muizi. Sitaki kuiba tena. Nataka kurekebisha maisha yangu. Naweza kuona kuja hapa, nisikize vile watu wanaongea Kizungu, nikikusaidia ili hata mimi nianze kuongea Kizungu. Leonard looked at me. Leonard akaniambia, "Ukuji kunisaidia kufagia. Practice ni Tuesday na Thursday. Kuja nitawaambia wewe ni wetu." I had not known how to throw a rugby ball. I knew nothing about rugby. Kenya Harlequins is an international team. He is just a nobody. I come to Kenya Harlequins, and I reach there, and I find people like Sean Cadevelis. I find like the Sido, the one Sido ndio Messi wa rugby Kenya, Sido Sevens, na patoto kama kina Paul. If you guys are watching, I respect you. Sean ni mpointi. Anaongeaga Kilami, akifika kwangu unanifundisha Kilami na Kiswahili. I reached there, and everybody at Harlequin started teaching me English at 17. Then at 17, I kept saying I want to be like Dennis. Then I remembered our childhood. Dennis had a very hard childhood. Dennis was seated here. Dennis used to have chores. He had responsibility. Dennis alikuwa anachota maji. Hizi nyumba zote za Lavington Dennis amegonga akitafuta maji. Kwa sababu sisi wote ilikuwa uende utafute maji. Dennis huyu unaona amelala njaa. Dennis huyu unaona alijituma akiwa mtoto. When you started the story, you started when akiwa Mathare. Ukamuuliza, "When was your first time flying?" Akwambia kiwa 10. Aje kuambia vile kijana wa Dagoretti Kona akiwa 10 alijipata timu ya Mathare. Before Dennis aende Mathare, Dennis alikuwa anafunga watu mabao 18 mtaani. Anachezea under 6, under 8, anacheza 10, anacheza na ma brothers zake wote unaona hivyo wamefuatana, akina wote wanamngangania kwa timu yao. So I said, what made Dennis? Then one day Dennis came. He looked for me. Nikaenda kumuona. Nikamwambia, "Deno, can I speak to you in private?" Akasema, "Wewe ni brother yangu anytime." Nikamwambia, "Deno, unaweza tu nifundisha the principles you used to teach me." Then Dennis Oguta Oledge taught me 5 principles. Do you mind if I share the 5 principles?
Go ahead. We are here to learn.
The first one, aliniambia, I needed responsibility in my life in order to come from a thief to be able to sit here and to talk to Jalango mwenyewe. I needed responsibility. Number 2, Dennis told me after I have responsibility, I needed to start dreaming. akaniambia, Pop, you need to dream. Okay? Responsibility, dreaming. Akaniambia, after you dream, because anyone can dream, okay? Hata watu wadanda kama mimi tuna dreamingi. Akaniambia, what makes the difference between dreamers who make it and those who make it is the third principle, which you have to have faith. You have to believe. This is where some people choose not to believe. We can have responsibility, we can dream, but if we don't have faith, we are nothing. The fourth thing Dennis taught me is that I needed to have a support system. Dennis says he is not Dennis without the support that you wonderful people gave him. Jalas alimuliza, Deno, baya kile unapenda ni gani? Did he even answer that question? No. He told you zote. Akakwambia, mimi nikifika kwa kiwanja, fan wangu walikuwa nakuja saa ngapi? Saa 4. Na nikiingia kwa kiwanja, Dennis anakuambia nini? Ni lazima nifunge. Game yangu mzuri ni ile, ni lazima nifunge. Dennis is telling me, without your support, angekuwa anajidrive to make the goals he was doing.
Wow.
Kaniambia, after support, don't give up. Nikamwangalia hivi, nikamuondokea. I never saw Dennis for 17 years from that.
17 years?
Yes. He had given me everything a man can give to another man. He had given me the 5 principles.
How did you leave the country?
Leaving the country. So when I was at Harlequins, again, I'm learning my English. Anthony Odiero Kefa tells me, I have a sister of mine, his name is Lilian Odiero. Lilian Odiero anaendanga church ya wazungu. Na kabla nikuje niulize hii, kuna story moja nikwambie. At Harlequins there is a guy called Wanye. Wanye, you were playing Harlequins, you lived opposite Ngong Race Course. Big up. Wanye ametu America. Sasa mimi najifunza kizungu, lakini mimi sijui vile watu huenda majuu. So at Harlequins, Wanye has a bash, is going to States. Wanye calls people. And you know, mimi ule kijana mchafu ruji, sinanga nguo, mimi nangojeanga kuja tizi ili ni oge Jalango. Unaona? Judago hakuna maji. So nikikuja tizi naoga mpaka siku ile nitakuja tena Harlequins. So huyu Wanye ana mabeste wazuri, maloya manini. Harlequins ina familia mingi. Wanye lived in a small apartment. He only invited 12 people. Na amewaandikia kadi. Umeandikiwa kadi? Do you remember the first time ulipata kadi? Wacha mchezo. Kwa harusi mimi niliitwa mtu anaenda America, anaitwa Wanye. Akaniandikia, nikaenda kwake. Kwenda huko nikasikia akisema connection. Atukienda, ukitaka kwenda America lazima ukuwe na mtu anaitwa connection. Sasa mimi nikatoka kwa hiyo party nikutafuta nani? Connection. Na ule tu mtu mimi ningeuliza connection ni nani? Juu ndio mimi nasikia napelekana majuu ni Anthony Odiero Kefa. Nikakuja kwa Anthony, mimi natafuta huyu jamaa anaitwa connection, anafaa nipeleke majuu. Anthony akamwambia, unataka connection? Nitauliza sister yangu juu ya connection. Sasa huyu Lilian Odiero. Sasa Lilian Anthony naye akakuja kaambia Lilian, Popo anataka kwenda majuu. Lilian akamwambia, mwambie kama anataka connection akuje church yetu. Church ni gani? The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter Day. Unajua au ni akina nani Buddha?
Wale ni Jehovah Witness
Buddha. Unaona wale wamevaa shati za white na tie na tu hao wanaitwa Mormons.
Okay.
Sasa Lilian was a Mormon. Mimi nimekamtani, mimi niliambiwa nitafute nani? Mtu anaitwa nani? Connection. Nikauliza Anthony, huko kuna wazungu? Akaniambia huko ndio kuna connection mwenyewe. Mimi nikaanza kwenda the Mormon Church pale Riruta satellite hapo.
Nishapitiaga huko.
Ukapitia hapo.
Kapiga basketball hapo mbaya sana.
Sasa
ukiwa number 4. Kishuka, teremuka unaiona hapo. White power green hivi. Basketball iko hapo nje. Nakumbuka sana.
Yes. Sasa tukafika church.
The Church of
Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Sasa tukaenda hapo.
Hiyo church karibu niingie.
Karibu hata Jalango kumbone mjanja.
I want to this point to give a big shout out to Caroline Mustafa, Adija, and definitely her sister, who gave me a place to stay for almost 4 months in Riruta Satellite. number 4. So many people do not know this story. But hapo ndio kulikuwa na hiyo church. Tell me if that church doesn't have a basketball court right outside.
It has a basketball court, a beautiful one, and we big up the Mormon church for that.
Yes. It was just like this. I almost joined the church. But then mimi nikamua hustle zingine. Sasa hizi tungekuwa tu America. Angalia sasa bwana. Vile maisha yangu ilienda.
Watakukaribisha, nitakupeleka India.
But then do they have another one again in Kangemi?
They have a Kangemi, and in fact I don't attend there nowadays, but watu wazuri ni wazuri na mtu akikusaidia unasema ukweli. They are very growing so much in Kenya, and in fact they're going to have one of their biggest temples in Africa in Kenya. And in fact,
is it a good church?
It's a fabulous church. So wacha kwanza nipatiane story, kila mtu ajijazie vile kunaenda, but ukiniuliza tu Jalango kanisa ya kuenda, I'll direct you there.
To the church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day
Saints.
The Mormons.
The Mormons. Big.
Are you a Mormon?
Tutafika hapo. Siwete nipeleke polepole na wewe. So unasikia I'm telling you I left the church. I left the Mormon church.
Yes. Now I know it was Liz Osano and the sister Caroline. Thank you so much for hosting me in Reruta Satellite for almost 4 months.
Correct.
And just like that, I almost joined that church because I used to pass out there, and anytime I knew that I had a talent in basketball, I always wanted just to go in and play. I went in once or twice, but I never went into the church. Now, go on. I've remembered the name and I will never forget.
So
Liz Osano. I love you so much.
Thank you, Liz, for introducing Jalangs to the church. So what happens is that, so we go to the church. So I reach there, now I'm a missionary. So I'm longing to learn here. I did not finish standard 8 Mzuri. I can't read Mzuri. My writing is horrible. And now I'm meeting young men, very, very good. They know what they are looking for, okay, in their life. So they start preaching to me, and they say, ask them, can I be a missionary like you? So unajua mimi to go pop. Na natafuta connection ya kunda nje. Kabla tuende mbali, first discussion, kabla tuanze tu niambie juu ya kanisa yako. Niambie, am I able to go abroad? Wakaniambia yes. You join our church, you become a member for 2 years. After 2 years, if you are worthy enough, you put in your mission papers and you go abroad. Nikawauliza, do I need to pay? No, if you are here, the church will help you. Nikawauliza, and when I go there, do I have a place to sleep? Yes. Do I get food? Yes, I get a per diem. My friend, mimi nimesota, sijai andiko job maisha yangu yote. Mimi ni mwizi, ninaishi kwa nyumba ya mbao. I've never used a flushing toilet apart from the time ninaenda Harley Queens unaona. Now you're telling me I can go to a church for 2 years. After that, mnaweza nipeleka majuu. Mnipatie allotment na mniwekeshe kwa nyumba ya mababi kulala. 2 years. That's a killer deal. I'm in. So nikaingia Mormon's church kwa sababu Dennis ameniambia nitafute purpose. Okay? Now that was the second time Dennis alikuwa ananiambia nitafute purpose. The first time Dennis alikuwa ameniambia the word purpose kwa life yangu ni nikimpeleka airport mara yangu ya kwanza akienda na Madhare akiwa mtoto. I was the only person who took him in the whole Dagoretti apart from the mighty Oleches themselves. Mimi ndio mtu usiku wa Oledge nilienda naye airport. Kufika airport nikamuuliza, Dennis unaogopa? Akaniambia siogopi. Nikamwambia, Dennis siku moja nitafly. Akaniambia, if you find a purpose in your life one day you'll fly. So vile alinipatia 5 mimi nikamtoroka for the 17 years I'm telling you. So here I am now to Mormon church. Nikakaa huko miaka 2. The Mormon church taught me how to read. The Mormon church at Reruta, they taught me how to write. This was a boy who could not read, who could not write. The Mormon church decided, kuja ujifunze kuandika, kuja you know how to read, come we empower you, teach you how to speak. After that, nataka kujua, mimi na Anto, the same guy, tukapewa mission calling yetu, mimi nikaenda South Africa na yeye. Nikaenda kwa kitu inaitwa MTC ya Mormons, Mission Training Center. Hiyo ndio nasemanga ilikuwa high school yangu. At the Mormon Mission Training Center, they just brush you. Have you ever been taught to be elegant? Have you ever been taught to be confident? Have you ever been taught to read, to understand what you're reading? Have you ever been taught that you are WhatsApp, you're empowered? You're empowered more than the king and the queens of the earth? That's what that missionary training does to you, Jalango. Unatoka hapo, you are a beast. Like nobody else. Nobody can tell you no. You try telling a Mormon missionary no. And Narudi. They teach you how to commit people. How to be a goal, how to get it. Sanitize Buddha.
You smoke bang, eh?
Me? I used to. Yes, when I was a thief.
So you stopped?
Yes. You know,
lakini unajua bangi wanasema inakaga kwa kichwa.
Inakaga kwa kichwa.
No, when 7 years, 10, 15, 17. Naona iko kwa kichwa yako bado.
Bado iko. Unaona vibaya kwa umbali.
So you are here at the Mormon Church. Everything is going on. You already moved to South Africa now. Right?
Yes.
You've gone through what you call almost your high school in quote.
Yes.
How did you get to the United States?
To the United States, I came back. When I came back in the South African mission, I was the #1 black baptizing Mormon mission in Africa.
You are there?
#1 black baptizing Mormon missionary in Africa. Mimi mbaya, mimi kama Oledge. Nitawabatiza. Yes, sina principle 5 nimepewa na Oledge. I use them all the time and I win.
Then now this that you are a black Baptist practicing all these things Mormon church in East and Central Africa.
In East and Central Africa mzimu wacha kunikata wewe.
Okay, in Africa basi.
In Africa, yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. So
beautiful tea, eh?
Yes,
These guys at Miale have an amazing
no,
tea.
Mormon, I don't. You're drinking tea. I'm drinking rooibos tea. That's what we Mormon drink.
It's called
rooibos tea.
Rooibos tea.
It's a South African tea. That's what we Mormons are allowed to drink. So I'm having my rooibos tea. Welcome. Yes. So,
Rastafari.
no, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Don't take me there, my friend. That's for another day.
Ati?
Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Don't take me there.
Your dreadlocks?
I'm dreadlocks. I'm African. I'm Kenyan, my friend. I represent.
You don't have it dread?
To be a Kenyan.
Guys, now I'm hosting Pope. One of the most amazing stories you can ever think about. How this young man from the streets of Dagoretti got himself to the Mormon church, and definitely he wants to tell us how you got yourself to the United States, your high school in the United States, definitely your masters, and there are 2 of them, and now that you are pursuing your PhD, and soon you'll just not be the Pope, you'll be Dr. Pope Kululu Atsiaya.
Weka na swag, hebu sema tena kwanza nisikie. I've worked hard for to be there, Jalango. Hebu sema vizuri tena wasikie.
Dr. Pope Kululu Atsiaya.
Haki ya Mungu, hiyo jina inaingia na I'll finish it. Unasikia, oh, umeni motivate. I'm gonna do it.
So you have 2 masters now?
Yes, I have 2 masters. So now let me tell you, now going to States. Let me go to my high school. My high school is the most better one than my masters. Okay. So now I come back, and so remember I was told to find what? Nani nilienda kwa rugby, niliambiwa nitafute connection. So I'm from a Mormon missionary. I come home and I start writing all my mission companions. Kama umeishi na mimi na wewe ni mzungu, nilikuandikia barua. Nikakuambia, my name is Kululu, I was with you in mission. I'm in Kenya. I just wanted to come visit United States to see the snow with my own eyes and to taste Idaho potato. Unajua walami wanasema ngati the most magnificent, the most delicious potato is the Idaho potato. Nikawaambia, wanna come taste that.
So what was your letter reading? My name is?
Yeah, my name is Elder Kululu. I was with you in the mission, and when I was in mission, you guys talked about snow. It intrigued me. And the potato thing, I don't know about it, but I want to come taste the Idaho potatoes.
So you wanted to go to the States?
Yes.
To see snow and taste Idaho
potatoes. Yes, brother. So I get an invitation letter. I go to the embassy. I reach there, I don't have a bank account. I don't have a Form 4 whatever certificate. Hata ya 8 siezi beba juu nilianguka na kichwa. Okay? So I am seated there at the embassy. I'm like now.
Unaposema ulianguka na kichwa ulipata ngapi? Okay, 65. Okay.
Hapana, mimi nilipata kama 48. Si ni ukweli Jalango. Mimi
48 out of 700.
Yes. Sinakwambia Kululu, I'm the foolish man in the whole Kenya. But it's because I realized I was foolish very hard. So I've determined my life to run away from foolishness. That's why I've gone to education. And that's why you see the way I'm speaking. I was taught to speak this way with my friends and my brothers at Harlequins. Kwani what? Now, I am back. I am on my way to get my visa. Sina any. I sit there and I tell God, God, sasa kunaenda aje? Hii Kenya yetu mtu ana masomo, maisha ni ngumu. Nikakaa hapo nikaangalia mlamu. Unajua mambo ufike 7. So I stayed there. I was like, this white guy has been standing from 7 to 12. He hasn't had a snack break. He hasn't had his Idaho potatoes. I'm like, this white guy is not the white guys I know. So I'm sitting looking at the guy who is interviewing the people. Then I say, okay, I'm a returned missionary. I was told when I talk, I have authority. So I went, so he called my name. He says, hey, Pope Kululu Atsiaya, come. I come with the invitation letter yangu kabla hata nimpatie na pasi. Namwambia, hey, good morning, sir. He looks at me. I say, sir, before we start, I just wanted to tell you you're doing a wonderful job. Then this guy looks at me and he says, how do you know I'm doing a wonderful job? Aye. My missionary training kicked in. God is good. I looked at him, I told him, sir, you've been standing there since 7 in the morning. You haven't had a snack. I've listened to you carefully. You have been treating my people. You have treated them with dignity. You're a good worker. I am sorry, but I had to thank you for the way you are treating our Kenyan people. Then the guy looked at me the way you're looking at me and he says, Kululu, what do you want? And I told him, sir, what I want to go to America to see the snow and to enjoy the potatoes because you guys are saying they are better than ours from here in Kiambu. Na za Kiambu vile ndio ziko juu. The mzungu guy looked at me and says, Kululu, listen, come back on Thursday for your visa. He took my passport akakanaka nipatia karatasi, nikatoka hapo nikipiga binja, nikatoka hapo nikapigia brother yangu Obe akaniambia nimedanganywa. Nikamwambia ni ukweli, mimi sijaisikia visa imepatikana hivi haraka. Mimi kurudi hiyo Thursday nikadhani American Embassy wanakuja kunishika. Kufika kwa gate kidago, unajua sisi waizi tunashukugu kila kitu matime. Watu ukiambiwa ukweli unashuku. To be a decorated corner is very hard, okay? So I sit there and I'm like, oh, okay, so inaingia kwa embassy, na wameamua wanikuli nje, wananikula nikiingia ndani. Yani wananishika nikiingia ndani. Then when I get inside, the guy says, Kululu, come here. He gives me my passport and a 1-year visitor's visa. So here I am, I have my visitor's visa and I'm going to United States. My friend who invited me, aliunganisha tiko, nikaenda States with 1-year visa, nikajipata kwa hao. Kukujipata States kwa nyumba nikasema, Kenya tutaonana siku ingine. Si nimefika Amerika, Kenya nitakuwa na waonea kwa TV. So niko Amerika, mimi unajua mimi ni fala. Unajua pia hiyo janja ya dagu nafikaga pale unabaki uko na nothing. Mimi nimesahau I need work permit na need makaratasi hata za kupata job. So nimekaa kwa hii familia 4 months. Lakini vile nilienda Amerika kulikuwa another moment, sitamchomea jina lakini ni ukweli. Yeye ndio tu Mkenya nilikuwa najua Amerika na ni mara kama mimi. Huyo Maragoli nikampigia, nimefika Amerika, the only black person mimi najua. Unajua sasa mimi nimejua tu wazungu tupu, unaona? Na unajua sasa ukikaa na wazungu pia unaanza kujishukushuku. Umeika tu hivi wewe peke yako ni Mwafrika kwa katikati ya wazungu. Did you hear when they ask you if you ever seen a black rose in a white garden? That's the situation you are in, my friend. Nikasema huyu arifu Mkenya wacha nimdungie mara kama mimi. Nimkubiri simu ni mbola Jalango mwana itwa Borandi na mbola ndaza kokorora. The guy said 6 months before seeing me. He lives 45 minutes away. Anakuwa busy. Na huyu ni jamaa ameokoka. Sinakwambia tuko na church moja ya Mungu. Okay? So I have nobody to give me advice how to stay in America. I am alone. Wale watu niko nao ni wazungu. Na unajua wazungu wezi. So unajua ni Mkenya, kuna vitu unafaa unaongea na Mkenya kikenyano. So unaelewa? So here I am. After 6 months the guy contacts me. Kuna translation za Mormon Church zinafaa zifanye kwa Kiswahili, utakam nikupatie ufanye. Nikamwambia sawa, I'll translate them. Okay, because now nina translate. Remember, I was not even knowing English mpaka sasa na translate English to Swahili. So I did it. Akaniambia sikiza, juu una makaratasi za kufanya kazi, I get paid, I pay you. Nikamwambia sasa unaongea kidago, we get paid then unilipe chini ya meza. Huku kumbe jamani mluu ya Mkenya. Mimi unajua nadhani ukifika majuu na kuwa straight unanyoka. Sasa jamani aniita marefugee, mimi ndio ninawapeleka OC. Yeye analipo ananiambia bado ijaingia. Kila kitu yeye analipo ananiambia ijaingia. Na mimi na mauru yangu ya dago, siku moja nikampigia simu. Nikamwambia buda, uliniambia utanilipa miezi 3 na hata sijatumia madheho hata ndururu. Hawajaijua hata wako na mtoto wa Mero. Umeika Amerika mvua kama moja na hata buda kajawaidi hata dola hujamtumia. Buda. Na sasa hiyo mtani madha hizi ataenda kuomba mtu sukari
kwa sababu mtoto wake
akambo buda. So I'm like, ni aje msungu, I'm sorry, jina yake siyo, hiyo ni nickname yake. Nitamuita nickname msungu, yani mudhogo. So sijachomea mtu. So msungu does not. So I'm like, now visa yangu inaenda kuisha. Ule mtu alikuwa nijanjue ni you best, kutaenda aje. Nikamwambia mimi kwanza kutoka leo hizo translation zako sikuji. Waambie wewe na ama refugee wako mkae huko. Sitaki maneno yenu. So a refugee called me. Tafadhali my brother anatoka Rwanda, love you Rwandese. Makuru yenyu. Love you guys. So this Rwandese speaks Swahili and then he tells me to go translate in this school. It's called Horizonte Training and Institute, Salt Lake City, 700 East and State Street. Hapo kwa kona. Akanipeleka, mimi nimeenda nimekasirika. Nimeambia huyu jamaa, mimi sitaki kupeleka tena. I don't want to deal with msungu anymore. So I go. Titi mimi na marefugee wangu napanda. Kuingia hivi headmaster nikaenda hapo kwa reception, nimepata mwanaume hapo. Kumbe yeye ndio headmaster wa shule. Nika translate, nikamwambia hey, these guys are here to take the examination, please, we are here. Nini nika translate, akaniangalia. Kaniambia I've never met a Sudanese bright like you. You speak very well. Mbona vile umeshangaa? That was, ilikuwa funny because tukiwa watoto kuna siku nikiwa na Oledge nilishikwa na polisi juu walisema mimi ni Msudan wakitaka kunimanjezi.
Ni kwa sababu
ya rangi yangu na my looks na kama Sudan. Sasa huyu jamaa kuniambia Msudan
mimi washawahi kukupiga?
Kiwi ndio tunawangojea. Sasa tutawaambia
ile tu kukupigia tu. Hata upitie kwa ofisi yao.
Sasa si ndio unawaambia Kiwi tunafaa kupatana.
Okay, Kiwi if you are around nani yako hapa?
Kululu ni kwa hapa apite niingie tu.
Au nakutana na ndugu zao wakiwa kwa team.
Yes.
Na kwa mkebe.
Na pia yule ndugu yangu mwingine nataka tuonane na yeye. Ule anakuwa rafiki yako anaitwa Ndambuki. Chachi. So unajua yeye ndiye ameingia sasa, ndiye anafaa nionyeshe. Nionyeshe njia. Yeye ndio kwanza anafaa nipeleke huko. Usije unanipeleka. Yeye ndiye atanipeleka. Sasa tumefika huko. Akaniona hivi akajua sisi tuko hiyo WhatsApp group. Mimi sasa unajua sisikivi. Unajua nimesikia vibaya kuitwa Msudan mpaka nimeimbrace. Ukiniambia mimi ni Msudan nakubali tu, lakini nasema mimi ni Mkenya gaivava. Lekenywe mwenda mauduma moruogu. Gaivava. So akanita Msudani, nikamaliza interpretation yao. Akaniuliza, did you go to high school? Since I had arrived in America, nobody had ever asked me that question.
Did you go to high school?
Nikamwambia Sami, I've never stepped in a high school. The man took me by the hand. God is good. Hallelujah. He took me by the hand, put me in front of a computer. He told me, take that exam. I took the exam, passed it. He looked at me, said, I told you you're the most brightest Sudanese I've ever met. I said, yes. Okay. After I took it,
the most brightest Sudanese.
Yes.
I'm talking about bright people and amazing people and people going to America. These guys, I have a friend of mine called Bob Mwiti. Bob, how you doing? He's in Florida, Tampa, Florida. Hey guys, I've never been to Tampa, Florida, but let me tell you this. Bob has an amazing program called Airlift Kenya. Airlift Kenya is this project that has been sending so many young Kenyans to the United States to be able to learn and get degrees and scholarships in IT related studies. Guys, I want you to keenly watch this video and make sure that you apply so that you be the next students in Tampa, Florida.
Have you heard of the Kenya Airlift program? An initiative that supports Kenyan students to undertake IT-related master's programs in the US? To qualify, one must have a minimum of a B plane in KCSE plus a second-class division in any undergraduate major. Apply. For details, visit www.kenyaairliftprogram.com or give us a call on +1813 573 5619. Kenya Airlift Program, empowering Kenyan students.
All the way to the United States to learn and get jobs in IT related studies. If you know anyone who has a B plus, those are the qualifications, and is in IT and want, please make sure that you check www.kenyaairliftprogram.com. Yes, and all of you in the comments asking for Arocho, I can see you. I can see you, everybody asking for Arocho. I will go and bring him. Please, may you enjoy the show now. And please, subscribe, right?
Yes.
Because we have millions of people watching. Why are we struggling with the subscription? Now, I want to give you this chance to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We are on our way to 400,000 subscribers. So please, right now, in 1, in 2, in 3, in 4, in 5, I know you have subscribed to the biggest YouTube channel in Kenya. Tuko America sasa.
Yes, we are now in school. So he has given me this exam and I have just done the Kenyan thing. I've nailed it. Unaweza mimi Kipchoge akinarudisha Buda. Nimekuwa number 1. Wamini for my first time in life. Mtu ameniita bright. Na ni mzungu.
So, akasema Pope, you're a bright student.
You're a bright student. Nobody has ever nailed that exam like you. You do me a favor. The class that is finishing kama form 4, ile namaliza form 4, has 3 months remaining. You go join them for the next 3 months and then you finish with them.
Wow.
So nikaanza kwenda hiyo shule. Ule best yangu Mkenya ule alikuwa ananiambia niende, akasikia naenda shule ya refugee. Akaanza kusema mimi naibisha wake. Unajua sasa zingine Wakenya tunakoga na mambo mengi. Don't talk what you don't know. Instead of my brother asking me, ulimaliza form 4, ulimaliza, he never asked me. So mimi nikaanza kwenda shule ya refugee. After 3 months nika finish. By that time huyo headmaster akanisaidia ku apply for an I-20 to change from visitor visa to student visa. The headmaster akanisaidia nikatuma, nikamaliza high school after 3 months. Immigration, USCIS, wakaniandikia letter. Wakaniambia you've been in our country for about 18 months. We would like you to tell us in those 18 months what have you been doing in our wonderful America. Have you not finished yet your potatoes and snow? Nikajua sasa tumeanza mambo mengi ati nataka kurudi mtaa. Nikachukua ile high school diploma nilikuwa nimefanya. So unajua sasa nimemaliza ka shule. This is like nikakaweka, nikaandikia nikamwambia what I've been doing, I've tasted the education of America and I want to go home back with it. Nikatumia hiyo site nikamwambia that's what I've been doing. Within 1 week I had my I-20 without leaving United States mailed to me. Sasa mimi ni mtoto ule familia naishi nayo ni wazungu ndio, lakini wazungu wanakuwa wamesota pia ndugu zangu. Sawa, sawa, wacheni tu niwaambie. Sasa hii familia ndio ananipatia food na they are like 2 hours away from school, college. Sasa nimemaliza college, nimemaliza hii, nimeapply college, nimeitwa, sina pesa. Vile sina pesa ya college, then I'm like now nitafanya nini? Ule headmaster na yeye sasa si nimeapply college wamenichukua, niko na I-20, sina pesa. na siwezi pigia baba nyumbani simu. Utapigia fundi wa kiraka ule hujaitumia hata $1 ati baba ati sasa mimi ninaenda shule America. I'm like, me, I don't have a phone call home, guest Jalango. I only have 5 things. The one that Dennis Oledge taught me. So when the tough gets tougher, I have to close my head and remember Dennis alinifundisha how to get it and how to make it. So hivyo tu ule headmaster kanipigia. Kaniambia, Kululu, are you going to college? Nikamwambia no. Akaniambia why? Nikamwambia I have no money. Akaniambia I'm calling you to give you a scholarship for the community college for 2 years without paying anything.
We appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Asanteni sana. And make sure that you do what? You subscribe. A big shout out to Clinton Were. I see Peter Madeka Street. Jacob says we are back. Emmanuel Wanyonyi, I see you. Monica Karanja, Osman Wako, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And everybody who is back. Now, I want us to take it a bit quickly.
Yes.
All right? I want us to take it a bit quickly because our network has been up and down and crazily fluctuating. So you get there, you finish your high school. How did you get to your college? Take us through your undergrad and your...
Okay. So after that, the teacher gives me a 2-year scholarship. I finish the school. The school then recommends me to Utah University. Then I go there. Then after that, I'm recruited.
One of the best basketball team,
yeah,
Utah Jazz.
Let's go Utes. Hey, you're a Jazz guy. Even
No, I'm not a Jazz guy.
You're not a Jazz guy.
I'm a Lakers.
Bad taste on that one, but Jazz is the best. We'll talk about that one another
I'm a
day.
Lakers guy.
Okay, let's go Jazz. So then after that, I go to one of the best business schools there. I finish business school. I say I'm Kenyan and 254 daima. So I pack my bags, I come to Kenya. Niko na zile chocha, mimi nimetoka majuu, WhatsApp, natafuta kazi ikakuwa ni kutafuta kazi.
Na umetoka majuu.
Na nimetoka majuu, niko na degree from one of the best business schools.
So your undergrad was on what?
Technical management.
Your first masters?
My first master I did in occupational safety and health.
Your second master's?
Data science, emphasis on sports.
Your PhD?
My PhD, I'm doing it in data science.
Data science.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about sports. You've been Deno's best friend for a very long time.
Correct.
What are you guys doing together with Deno to keep his legacy going?
Dennis, first of all, people don't know, Dennis is very secretive. How many months have you been trying to get an interview with him?
A lot.
Many months. Dennis has been doing things under the table. Dennis said he's our son. Dennis says he did not, hata ukimuulizwa na unamwambia ulifunga na kwambia si kufunga, is a team effort. Okay? What Dennis he has been doing, he has been running a program chini ya maji. So for example, last year Dennis was supposed to take 8 players to United States. He was only able to take 2 because of the coronavirus. He finds players that they are good. He hooks them to that school. Remember nini alifanyiwa kwenda Kakamega? Yes. Akafanyia Kevo, anaanza kufanyia watu wengi hivi. If you're good, Dennis scouts you. He has his scouts out there. Then he had scouted 8.
Do you guys have an academy?
Yes, we have Dennis Oledge Foundation, which was formed in the year 2018. It has been running. We have a lot of coaches on board. We have like the ones only is called Collins Tiago. We have somebody like Maye. We have Ray, who is studying his badges in Canada. We have Oyombe, who is in Sweden, who has badges in Sweden. We have even basketball coaches in the program. So what we are doing is that Dennis has been running it bila maneno mingi, ili kuona kule inaenda. So that if there is any bugs, we eliminate them. And in fact, right now, Dennis wants to go to every county. He wants to have an academy, but he doesn't want to do it by himself. What Dennis wants, he wants if you're professional, if you have a good resume, if you think you can help in his foundation, because we'll be raising money, we'll be writing proposals to go nationwide. He wants us to have a nationwide team, a team that has the face of Kenya. So I'll be putting my, is it okay if they share my email with the rest of the people?
Yes, please do.
Yes, my email is kululuzinyo@gmail.com or kululu at ubuntuforafrica.org, or you can find us on Facebook, Kululu Atsiaya. So we are looking for people who can write proposals, people who have experience in running an organization up, and we are looking people who have papers, people who have the education to back it, because then down here we will use you, coaches, we will use you according to your strength. And when you're coming is a volunteer basis position.
Wow. So let me ask you, as even the new tries to come with this is your book called The Amazing Book.
Amazing Box.
The Amazing Box. What box is this that you talk about in your book? Is this your first publication?
This is my second book. I have another one out, but this is the newest. I talk about a gift that we received with Dennis. I was the last one, it was the second last. Unakumbuka ukiwa mtoi uliyepata Christmas gift?
Hey.
When did you get your first
Madhangu ngodha mpya.
Ngodha mpya. Mtani sisi ngodha mpya tuko tunapatanga. Ulikuwa ngojaga brother akupatie ile yake ametumia mtu kama Ken ama Chigi ama Oyombe Stomi, nasema ukweli, I love you guys. Hapo nakupatia then ni mpya. But now we received, there is an organization, I'm not supposed to say their name here, but if you Google me, you can find them. They were the first people who ever gave Dennis and I a Christmas present. So I went to United States, I found them and I told them thank you. So I write about that experience, but mostly I write about my childhood hero, my friend, my brother, Dennis Oguta, Kabarabanda, Oledge, the madness. Gani nimesahau? Sugu. Kajole. Kabarabanda, yes.
Somebody told me Kajole is one of the best footballers in Tanzania. Remember, Dennis told me here I did not know where the name Kajole came from. And when guys heard about it, they told me about it. Wow. So where is this book available?
A book, you can get it at ubuntuforafrica.org. The Ubuntu for Africa is an organization that is a charity organization that Dennis Oledge founded in United States. So when you're coming on board, just know Dennis has been doing his work without ever speaking. Dennis does not speak. He says, let my actions speak louder than my words.
If we wanted people to come in and support the Dennis Oledge Foundation, which you are one of the board members, do you guys have a pay bill? Do you have a bank account or anything that can help this situation?
Yes, we have a pay bill number. In fact, guys, if you want to stand with Dennis, if Dennis has ever scored a goal and you said, that's our son, we would like you to take your phone right now, write this number down, 7689115. This is a pay bill number. It will come as Leona Initiative. Leona means the direction, the compacts. Dennis is telling us that in 10 years, we will not have any professional soccer players from Kenya playing in the outer leagues. That's why he told me to go and get a master's in data science and sports, because through this initiative, Dennis is saying our players, we have to start having data on any player who is playing soccer, rugby, basketball, tennis ball.
So what do you do for the Oledge Foundation?
What I do for the Oledge Foundation, I'm the interim spokesperson and the chairman, as we are bringing everybody on board. That's the direction Dennis has given me.
Wow.
So join us, write me an email. We want you to partner with us. And don't forget, 5 shillings, 10 shillings, anything helps. Let's stand with Dennis the way he has stood with us over the years. Remember, the pay bill number is 7689115 and Kululu Atsiaya Facebook.
Wow. Guys, today has been a bit challenging. Definitely, the network has been really crazy today. And that one started from the mornings, and I think there's even a time Safaricom apologized for it during the day, and I think the problem is even back again. But then I've been hosting and having a conversation with this amazing man who now heads the Dennis Oledge Foundation. Definitely Kululu, all the way from the streets of Dagoretti to PhD Scolar in the United States. Every single dream, any single day is really valid, and you never know. Out there, keep on chasing your dream. I want to have a quick fire with you just before we conclude it, and I need one straight answer. What is this one thing you can never leave the house without?
My hair bandana.
Oh, you have your bandana all
Oh
the time.
yes, this one.
Uh-huh.
This one I can't. Then my hair is everywhere.
Ah.
And I don't like it.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So your hair bandana.
My hair bandana. I don't have a phone, but hair bandana.
Tell me a
yes.
secret that people do not know about you.
Dennis Oledge is my childhood hero, and I love him.
Wow. If you were to talk to Kenyans right now, what is this one thing you'd be able to tell them?
I'll tell them. Can I give just a small short story?
Please do.
When Dennis was offered the money to change his nationality, Dennis did not do it because he loves our country. If there is something I can share with you, my fellow brothers and sisters, is that Dennis loves our country. And if all of us loved our country, even just a quarter like Dennis, we'll be in a better and a happy place. Dennis does not do anything to benefit himself. Rather, Dennis wants to do everything to benefit you and me. That's why it's important for you to stand with us with that pay bill number 7689115. And Dennis says that Kenya is the Garden of Eden. This theory is supported by Lekki. So I love my country beyond measure. I have been given an opportunity to change my citizenship too, but I decided to say nah, to follow the example of Kenya, of Dennis Oguta Oledge. Tukibadilisha sisi wote, akina nani watabaki. I love my country, and because I'm on Jalango, maybe I'll never be in another media house, although Dennis has said, if your media house, don't hesitate to call me so that I can come tell you about himself. But Jalango, am I allowed to talk to the president?
Please go ahead.
President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. My name is Kululu Atsiaya. I'm a peasant from Dagoretti Corner. I am nothing without Dennis Oledge. Dennis is not only my hero, he's a hero of many people. President Uhuru, will you please ask people of the slum, will you give us one favor before you leave the office? We are only asking to celebrate Dennis kama bado akona meno ya kukula mifupa. We are begging you, President, will you see it fit that Dennis Oguta Oledge, our hero, is given the same chair like the one we gave our brother and quietly deserving Eliud Kipchoge? We are only asking if you can just recognize him as Eliud Kipchoge, because all of us in the slum, this is the guy who can counsel us. When we are about to do something bad, if Dennis tells us not to do that, we will not do that. So please, President, from representing the slum people, tupatie tu Dennis aka madaraka. Hata sisi tusherehekee. Thank you, President, and we love you, and we can't wait for you to do that for us, for Dennis.
Wow, this is Jalango TV, and definitely Bonga na Jalans, and we are here with the amazing Kululu Atsiaya. Troubles with the network, definitely we apologize for that one, but this was one of those conversations that is up for books. Is this my copy?
Yes, this is your signed copy, and thank you for having us. And remember, is at ubuntuforafrica.org. You can get a copy, and I can't wait for you.
Is it on Amazon?
On Amazon, we're putting it tonight on Amazon.
Please do.
Yes,
There are people who are asking if the book is on Amazon.
Okay, we'll do it tonight. We'll put it on Amazon.
Grab a copy of the amazing box, How Simple Act of Compassion Saved Us All, by Kululu Atsiaya. Thank you so much, and until tomorrow, when we host the one and only Ben Gidai, that was Jalango TV, Bonga na Jalas.